Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Water Bearer podcast. So, this is a very special episode because it's not only the kickoff for season 4, but this is the anniversary, 1 year anniversary of the episode. So, this is the 31st episode, and we're coming up on another year. So, starting off, a couple of housekeeping things as we get started here. Of course, again, as I said, welcome to the show. You can catch us every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So whenever you hear me say catch the drip or you ever see me post that, that's exactly what that means. Also, if you have not already done so, make sure you join the drip family. In other words, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already done that. And so I'm so excited about this episode. I've had this idea in mind actually since I started this podcast. I wanted to eventually do an episode where I had every zodiac element represented. So for those who may not know, the zodiac is broken into 4 quadrants. So you have air sign, which is what I am, Aquarius. So contrary to popular belief, a lot of people think Aquarius is a water sign, but it is not. We hold the water, but we're not in the water. So good point to remember there. Also, fire sign, Aries. We had that represented tonight with Josh, and he's one of the special guests here tonight. Also, earth sign, we have Damien that's on joining us, and he is representing that. And then finally, we have water sign represented by Eric with Scorpio. So you've seen this title, and if you've seen some of the promo, and I did a couple of Captain Planet references. So for those of you who might not be old enough to remember what Captain Planet is, it was these like cool ass superheroes basically, and they all had different elements. And when they were combined together, is when they had their greatest power. So that's kind of the concept of the show tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. And Laura, thank you so much for tuning in. She says good evening. So thanks so much for watching, Laura. Really appreciate it. So I'm gonna go ahead and without further ado, I'm gonna bring these guys in to join me and also give their introduction and tell a little bit about themselves too, including their birthdays. Hey,
What's going
what's up,
on?
brothers? How y'all doing?
Good, man.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. I mean, I really appreciate y'all seriously for coming on. I've only done a couple of episodes like this before where it's more than 2 guests. So I was so nervous going into it because I know life happens, and I was like, I hope everybody can still make it. And y'all did. So thank y'all so much for coming through. I really, really appreciate it. So I'm gonna start at my right and then go clockwise. I'm not sure if everybody's seeing the same view as I am, but so that would be. Now, you want me to say Day Day or Damien?
It's Damien. I really should change it.
Damien.
I really should change it because I'm damn near 40. I don't. When people
Hey,
call me Day, I'm so caught off guard by it now.
Okay, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start saying Damien now.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right,
My
but
bad.
Damien.
Yeah.
So of course you represented Taurus, and if you could tell us your birthday, and then also tell us anything that you want the viewers and the listeners to know about you.
May 3rd is my birthday, and I just want to apologize for if I say something wrong. That's all I want to
No,
know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You good?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
No apology needed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so next up we have Josh. And Josh, if you don't mind sharing with the viewers and the listeners your birthday and a little bit about yourself too.
Hey, I'm Josh Story. March 25th. Ooh, what's something about me? Man, I like to go cruising a lot. Like taking vacations and a lot of Disney stuff too. So I'm a big kid at heart and a nostalgia fanatic.
Okay. I love it. That's what's up. All right. And then lastly, we have Eric. Eric, if you don't mind also sharing your birthday and a little bit about yourself too.
Well, first of all, I just want to say to all those other zodiac signs, if I say anything tonight that would make you feel uneasy, it's okay. You Capricorns and Leos and no,
might
I'm
be
just
some
kidding.
offense.
Ain't never been uneasy.
I know you've seen that in recent weeks, but anyway.
Yeah. Yes.
Scorpio, November the 14th. You know, something about me. I think it takes a lot of time to really get to know me. I'm pretty guarded.
Okay.
I'm an IT guy, a bit of a nerd, and you know, my idea of having fun is making sure it's organized. You know,
Okay.
So that's about all I'm going to reveal right now.
Okay. All right. Hey, that's what's up. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So for those who may be watching or listening for the first time, we always kick off the show after the introductions with famous people of each person's sign. So I always give a famous Aquarius and then I always give a famous person of the sign of my guest. So I'll go ahead and start. And so famous Aquarius. And so Josh, you might find this one funny because I know we had a conversation about your daughters in K-pop and how they're into it. So J-Hope, BTS, he is an Aquarius. Yes, he is a famous Aquarius. And so a famous Aries is Pedro Pascal.
Okay, the Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's right.
Sir.
And famous Scorpio is Drake. And a famous Taurus
Don't not do it like that. Don't
George Clooney.
Okay.
So yeah, just a little bit so y'all can kind of get more of an idea of the personalities that we're talking to tonight. So I'm gonna start off with a common question that I'm gonna ask all the guests this season. So I'm really curious to know what y'all's answers to this are gonna be. So everybody always says that there's great things about their sign. I don't think anybody would have a hard time saying anything good about their sign. But this question, this one thing, what is the thing that you would say would make people run from your sign? And I'll start with you first, Eric.
Oh man, I can tell you what I've been told a lot. And,
Okay.
I don't know why, but it's like, oh, you're a Scorpio. Nah, y'all too freaky. I'm like, what? I've heard.
Wait, that's a bad thing?
I would never. I mean, at least after to the first, Anyway, but I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. It's all fake news. It's I'm just a regular average guy who happens to know what he likes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
That's the first sign of right there.
Right. So you're not denying that. You're just saying that's the thing that the stereotype that people always go to.
I said what I said.
Hey.
It's a matter of perspective, right?
I mean, one man's freak is another man.
Exactly.
I don't
exactly.
know. I mean, how do you define it?
It's all subjective. It's all subjective.
Exactly.
That is true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Lori said, Eric, that she can't hear you. I can hear you, Will, but maybe if you could lean in a little bit more because we definitely don't want to.
How's this, Lori?
There
is
you
this
go.
Better?
Turn my headphones up.
Is this better, Lori?
That's funny.
Hopefully that's better, Lori. Hopefully you can hear better now.
Repeat that. You good?
So if you want to, you can definitely repeat it because I think before you get into it too, I think the interesting thing about that and about you being a Scorpio is I've definitely heard Scorpios have that stereotype, but people always say that the quiet ones you got to watch out for. So I know we haven't had a lot of interaction, but your demeanor is always like real chill, real calm. So,
well, I'm into poetry. I write a lot. I'm really, I write what's in my head to myself. I try to love myself first and foremost. So I don't feel like I need to pursue love from all these other avenues. I'm in a happy, healthy relationship. And like I said, it takes a lot to get to know me. But one thing I have always heard back from college, high school, college on up, is y'all Scorpios, y'all too freaky. I'm like, what? What is too freaky? You can never
right, exactly.
Freaky, right. No such thing as a Scorpio too freaky. It's just what it is. We know what we like. We're kind of direct. We know what we want. We know what we like, and don't try to mix it all up. It's real simple when you figure it out.
Okay. Hey, all right. So Damien, I'll ask you next. What do you think is something that makes people run from a Taurus?
And again, to follow up what Eric said, I got to go from what I heard. That we can't commit. Yeah,
Really?
I've heard that a lot. Just from Taurus, like people, oh, you're a Taurus. Yeah, I heard y'all have commitment issues. And I'm stubborn, so I try to prove people wrong when it comes to that. So,
like I will commit even if I
yeah,
don't like
yeah.
it.
So it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay. So commit. Okay, that's interesting because I've never heard that in particular about a Taurus. Now I have heard that Taurus people are very picky.
Oh, that too. But that could coincide with commitment because
It could.
you could commit to something and then something gives you an ick and it's like, oh, I don't like this shit anymore. So yeah.
then it's over. Okay.
Right.
So that would be yours. All right. And Josh, what would you say yours is for Aries?
Oh, probably our hair-brained trigger. Like we are slow to anger, but when we anger, we burn.
Yeah.
And it is something to behold. But the thing is, it takes way too much for us to get there. But so when we do, you just know that you deserved it. That
right.
I feel that though.
We're not coming for the neck. We just gonna burn everything all around you. It's just what it does. But I don't do that. At least I don't think so. I've probably had my moments, but yeah. I think it's probably the quick trigger of when we get mad and it just puts people off.
Okay. Yeah, because so for those that are watching and listening, I've known Josh for 20 years. And I've never seen you. Now I've seen you have moments where I could tell that you were upset, but I've never seen you lose your cool. Never seen it. Yeah,
no, because the thing is, there's always something like underlying or something like that. As an Aries, we're usually known as leaders, so we're always trying to put on this brave face, but we thinking in the background like this mother.
Right.
They just don't know. And then it's that one time when we go off, then people kind of side eye you like, oh, you need to watch out for him. Don't you think he nice? But wait, don't let him pull it on you.
Right. And I think that's key what you really just said too, because a lot of times people judge the blow up, but they don't really pay attention to the whole picture of what it took that person to get there. Yeah. It's like, you see me blowing up or you see me going off, but did you pay attention to what led up to this?
Right, because sometimes that stuff, it takes years for something to boil over, and then just okay, I think it's time.
Right.
We're just gonna right there.
Just switch. Just come on.
Yeah, this is.
Okay. All right. All right. Cool. Okay. So now this is the second question I have that I'll be asking everybody this season. So I know I don't want to get nobody in trouble. I know y'all are in relationships and marriages and things like that. So when I ask this question, it's not limited to your spouse or your mate. But so which zodiac sign is your ride or die and why?
Let me go ahead and go first because
Okay.
it probably will be the Libra.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
And why is that?
I have no idea. I think it's something with like Aries likes to lead, and I think Libras want to just go with whatever the flow is going on at that time. And if somebody's got a good idea about what's going on, it's just like jump on board because we know, hey, that Aries, he's running to something, and it's gonna probably be cool. Let's go run with it.
Let's go with it.
People in my family, a lot of people born in like October in my family, and a bunch of friends are Libras. So yeah, I think the Libra would probably be my ride or die.
Okay, and I can see that too about the go with the flow because I do think a Libra. Libra is pretty much down for whatever. That's kind of how I see them. Like they may not initiate a lot of things, but they will ride with you. So yeah, I can totally see that. Okay. So Eric or Damien, whichever one of y'all want to go next. See, I'll pick. But Damien, what would you say?
Oh,
hold on.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it have to be one?
No, it could be more than one. No.
Because like I got to go with my kids, Leo and Libra.
See,
Libra winning tonight. Okay.
Yeah, the Leos like to lead too, but when you find that balance, it's cool. And then, like you said, the Libra they don't go all the time. They down for whatever, and that's my youngest. And yeah, those are my ride or dies.
Okay, Leo and Libra, and it's. I think another interesting thing about you saying Leo. So for those who are watching or may not know, I know Damien, you and I are part of the fixed sign group too. So like Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and actually you too, Eric. Scorpio is fixed sign too. So I find that in work settings or any kind of collaborative type of setting, I've always found there's a lot of mutual respect right off the bat if I'm dealing with a Leo or a Taurus or a Scorpio. And I don't know if it's because of the fixed sign thing. It's just like maybe we just see each other in a good way. I don't know what it is, but that could be a factor.
Hey, Carlos, explain more about that fixed sign because I had never heard of that before.
Oh, okay. I sure will. Okay. So, Lori, she's a Leo, so she said, "Absolutely, Leo rocks. We are dominant people."
Yeah,
yes, y'all are.
Yeah.
Yeah, look cool, but no, the fixed sign. I love Leos. Fixed signs is basically a sign who's not quick to change their mind. Like usually, they're going to be stubborn.
Okay.
Most times they're going to be set in their ways. And I don't know if y'all know y'all's like the moon and rising sign. I didn't get into that until I started the show. You do? You said you do?
Yeah, I know mine.
Oh, what is yours?
Sagittarius rising, Taurus sun, of course, Scorpio moon. So a lot of the stuff Eric said, I felt. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Okay. So yours is kind of like mine then because I have I'm a Leo moon and rising.
Oh shit.
Aquarius sun. So
that's wild.
My ass is stubborn all the way around. Yeah. I mean, it's like I can't miss it. I'm just
that man's a brick wall.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that with those four signs, a lot of times you do get a lot of stubbornness. But then on the flip side of that too, I would say very stable. I would say those four signs are probably one of the most or some of the most stable signs or accountable, responsible. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So, and Eric, and what is yours?
You gonna say?
Oh, can't hear you either. Try one more time, Eric. Oh no, it went from echo to oh no.
I know, right?
You have it now?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, so for me, it's like I think about the question and I think, okay, compatibility and then the best sign for you, right? Like when I engage with another Scorpio woman, it's like we speak the same language and we don't have to use any words, right? We can bump heads, it's all the time. But for me, it's Pisces because they tell you where your strengths and your weaknesses are. They keep you in check and they cover your bases for you, man. I cannot tell you. I've got some strong Pisces women in my life that have basically kept me grounded, kept me pointed in the right direction. And for me, my wife, when you say better half, she's like my better two-thirds, So that's how I feel about the Pisces. So that's where I am.
Okay. Oh, now that's interesting. Okay, so I don't have a lot of scripted questions for this show because I always feel like the dialogue dictates a lot of the questions. So you just brought up a great topic here. So I found that a lot of times a sign's ride or die or who they click with is often someone of another element. So because, like, for instance, okay, so mine would probably be Cancer if I had to pick one. And it's rare to me that you find somebody who has a ride or die sign of the same element. So you and your wife are now. Now again, I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble.
Go ahead.
But I feel like emotionally, Pisces is the most emotional sign of the zodiac. I would say closely followed by Cancer. A lot of times Cancer, I feel like, gets the bad rep for that. But a Cancer, in my opinion, is not as emotional as a Pisces.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she would probably say I'm more emotional than anybody she deals with. She says all the time, my mother was a Scorpio, so I had training, to deal with you and stuff like that. I'm like,
not training.
Y'all just alike. And I could sit in a room with her mom, and we could, we could be in a room for 2 hours. Netflix will be on. I'm on my device. We don't have to say 3 words. We don't have to go anywhere. That is so opposite from what my wife calls the best side of life. We just don't need that engagement and interaction as much. But the thing is, when you have somebody that balances out, they pull things out of you that you didn't even know existed, right? So, and they show you things that you never otherwise would have seen, in yourself and of the world. Because like I said, I like my little set things. I don't need anything else. But she likes to explore. She wants to do something different. So we kind of navigate that together a little bit.
Okay, and something you said too, I think is really something I always say is that in a relationship, one of the things I always value is, and you pretty much said it, but I just say comfortable silence. Like you said, being in the same room, you don't always have to be talking. Maybe not even really interacting at that moment, but it just still feels peaceful. Because to me, it's nothing worse than being in a bad relationship and you both sitting in a room and you're not talking, but it seemed like y'all spirits just arguing. Like in silence. It's just, it's just heavy.
You look at me funny, and I'm like, I've been there. That's not fun. That's how you end up in another situation real fast. But I think it all boils down to knowing who you are, and that's why I said I think I took a lot of time to get to know me, and that did not always appeal to people. You take going through that process. I'm not trying to deal right now. I'm dealing with me right now. I tend to be really focused and business oriented, and a lot of people. I really don't want to go to the movies. It'll be on in 3 weeks. I'm good. I got to get something done. So I got goals that I set, and I try to stick to them. And a lot of people can't ride with that flow. So it just depends. Everybody's different though.
Right. And and with that, all three of y'all, I know y'all to be, really go-getters, goal-oriented men. And I was watching Club Shay Shay this week.
Uh-oh.
And
Which one?
And not the Cat Williams one. I did watch that one too. That was hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah, that was funny. But I watched the Country Wayne one. So I don't know if y'all seen it, but
No, I haven't seen that one.
One thing that he said that at first when I heard it, I was kind of like, huh? But the more I thought about it, it kind of made sense. And he said that out of money and time in relationships, he's more apt to give his money than his time. To the point where other people on the outside might look like, oh, you just, frivolously spending your money on this chick. And he's like, well, it's easier for me to do that than to give up my time. And although I think his delivery might have sounded a little harsh, I could kind of understand it.
Yeah,
and maybe this might put me in the hot seat with agreeing with
you on the hot seat now.
For the record, Aric Tucker or Tucker Media has his own opinions and thoughts.
Right.
Go ahead.
I can understand it to a degree because, like you said, Aric, I feel like if you're driven and you're goal-driven and ambitious and you have things that you want to do in life and you're in a relationship, that time factor is really delicate because, of course, you want to spend time with who you're with, but at the same time, she's got to understand that, hey, I have X, Y, Z going on, and hopefully she'll have those same things going on too, or maybe not exactly what I'm doing, but something that she's ambitious or passionate about. Because if it's a situation where one of those people is not, then it's either going to drag the ambitious person down, or it's going to cause that ambitious person to say, okay, let me set aside my dreams to tend to this relationship.
Yeah.
Hey, just let me say this because you are so on point with that, and it takes me back to a relationship I was in college, and I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to let you know what the situation was. Right. I was president of the sophomore class, president of the computer science club, president of the Western. I had all these things going on, and I was trying to pledge a fraternity. And the young lady I was dealing with, had all kinds of. So when you gonna have? I'm like, yo, I got stuff I'm trying to do right now, and I'm like, if you got a problem with this, I'm doing something positive. I'm not out here selling drugs. I'm not trying to do. You know what I mean? I'm trying to graduate. And if you got a problem with that, then I just want to say, hey, thank you a lot. I really appreciate the time, and I look forward to, working, if our paths cross in the future. And I didn't look back. And the young lady eventually pledged a sorority, and she started to see the time commitments, that are required. So, and it changed her perspective. So sometimes it's perspective, but it's really, hey, look, if I communicate with you up front what I have going on, then you can make a informed decision on whether or not this is a ride you want to go on or not. It is what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. From my experience, it feels like in some of these like online discussions about what you bring to the table, or hey, how much you make in order to date me type stuff. I think the money is one of those things that gets you to the table, or it makes a woman feel like, okay, they have something going for themselves, and I won't have to be. I don't know if it's counted on or needed as much, but I think the time thing is really, really big in relationships. If you send money and get their nails done and get all this, but you never around, yeah, they got something to brag to their friends about. But when you get home, they want to be up on you. Like they want to be in your skin. And
Yeah.
the time thing, I think that's probably more valuable, like in the long run, than the
The
short.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Capitalism kills romance.
Hey.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, that's true. And I can see both sides of it because, like you said, Josh, the money gets you to the table, and I think what Country Wayne might be a little biased on his opinion, even though I agree to an extent, is when you're making that much money, then in some ways, I think it's kind of hush money in a relationship, meaning that a lot of people are gonna say, "Yeah, I'll put up with it. I'll do this. I'll be quiet. I won't complain about him not being home because he just bought me a new house."
Yes.
Yeah.
So depending on what kind of like income bracket that it's the time is more negotiable, I think. I
Yeah.
guess is what I'm trying to say.
And then just even on like just the human perspective, he's the sole provider probably. So he can't really take no time off in his mind. So yeah, he can't give you time. He gotta just give you money. Here's money in lieu of my absence. Sorry, but I gotta go make more money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
I think
I get it, but it's just nah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Especially with this internet stuff, because it's you either get the money now because it's not gonna come later. Because
Yeah.
30 minutes later, it's gonna be another YouTuber. It's gonna be another somebody funny trying to make some TikTok that's blown up.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Hey, let me pose this
Trends
question real
die.
quick. No, I was just gonna say, hey, let me pose this question. Do you guys think? And I don't know. Presumably, you guys all grew up in the South. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
But do you think? How much do you think where you're from plays into it? And the reason I ask is because I grew up in Chicago, and it's like, man, everybody bring their own to the table, and to hold the door for a woman. You got to be careful when you do that because you don't want to infer that person is or imply that person is too weak to do it for themselves. I mean, I've gotten into 2 fights holding the door for a girl in school. I mean, because of that,
Wow.
that's just the way. It's just tough in that area. Everybody's doing their own thing. I can't tell you how many fights I've been in where it's just crazy. And so I moved to Mississippi for my last couple of years in high school, and man, it's like you gonna take me to the take you to the what? I do what? You gonna pay my way? Pay your?
It's expected.
And so I had to go through that. I'm like, oh, okay, chivalry. I'll do that here. Okay, all right. Because the ultimate gesture of respect is expecting and allowing and implying that that this woman has the ability to she's independent and she can do whatever she wants. She doesn't need somebody to pretty much pay for everything and cover everything for her. But then it's a balance. It seems like more so in the South where, certain things are expected and I have to constantly check myself. And I ask questions. Hey, so are we, you want to, because everything up there was almost Dutch. You bring your bus fare, I bring my, whatever. So
Right.
I had to go through that a little bit.
Huh.
I ain't never heard of that. So yeah.
Come to Chicago,
Regional
you'll see. Hold the door for somebody. When they're gonna give you a look, and then they're gonna probably curse you out. But it's okay.
Wow.
Because we got a 5-foot rule anyway. So you reach around in front of somebody.
I read it too close.
That they go over too well, man.
They think you trying to do something.
Right.
I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I could totally see that because I think in the South it's more expected for a man to do certain things for a woman, and I think it's also I'm the type of person I'm not really wowed by a person's salary. And the reason why I say that, and I feel like society as a whole, I think we're just so stuck on, oh, how much does this person make? To me, it's more so about what do they do with the money? How do they keep it? What is their lifestyle? I never forget. I used to work at Frito-Lay, and one of the like big directors there, he drove this green Chevy truck. His clothes were always, pressed nice, whatever. He ate tuna out of a can
Oh,
and a baked
man.
potato
Oh,
almost
what?
every day for lunch. I promise you, I'm not lying. And this dude was making. I know he was making six figures, but it might have been, I don't know what spectrum, but easily cleared six figures. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And see, that's the level of rich I want to get to, where I'm pouring in. Yeah, I want that.
You want the Mark Cuban rich, where you can just walk around
Yeah,
in t-shirts and jeans.
I just look like a homeless person 24/7.
And you never know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not there yet.
Hey, me neither.
Still too close to, I just left the poverty spectrum, so
Hey, no, I feel you.
yeah.
So, and Laura has a few comments here. So she says, my personal opinion, time is valuable, so it is what it is. So I'd say
That's
the
the
time
Leo, right?
versus, yes, that's the Leo.
She would.
Yes.
I'm telling you, man. If you don't feel that woman's time, somebody else gonna want to feel that time.
That's true.
Yeah, of course. No, time is very important. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Hey, put up the Bible verse with what he just said. What was that now, Josh?
Yeah.
You're right.
Do the homework.
Let's turn to the Book of Regrets, chapter 2, verse 2.
Regrets.
Yes.
I love it. So she said, communication is key, so less arguments occur. Balance, of course, is key as well. And rich people don't ride around in fancy cars. People who like have money to like another level. A lot of times you don't know. I feel like.
Right.
They all parked at the house. They got somebody else.
Right.
You don't really know.
They be driving their daily car.
Right. Exactly.
Love it.
Yes.
We talking about money, and I remember in college, I probably had at some point 2 pair of jeans and a few shirts and a few frat shirts. That's all I had. And I remember approaching this young lady, and I think she was a Leo. Ooh, and man, it was like, no, I don't. Nah. She just kind of looked at me, like, nah, I'm good. And I was like, okay, man. I take the L. I go up. Well, the next year I graduate. I'm at IBM. I come back, and now I'm teaching courses at the school. And then the guys who came to my face, hey, how you doing? What you doing after?
A Leo want what they want.
I know.
That is true. At any cost, they do.
I still say everybody's different, but you just, man, it's, when you're talking about how much money somebody's bringing to the table, I don't look at the money. I look at the percentage, because some people only have, hey, I got $10, but I'm giving you the whole $10 bill. I'm like, that's ride or die to me, So I take that any moment. I'll be like, nah, we're gonna find something else for $5 instead of 10. We're gonna come back with some change, but that speaks volumes in how that person is going to treat you in the future. You know what I mean? So, you can't take that for granted either. So,
yeah, I agree. And I always say too, I give more if you don't ask for it. Don't ask me, and I give you the world.
So is that a Zodiac thing, or that's just a male thing? Because I'm the same.
Maybe it's a male thing.
I mean, can I get? Whoa.
Yeah. Because now I don't want to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. The more you ask me, the less I'm gonna want to do it. I have to tell them all the time, hey, I will take you anywhere. I didn't took you to Disney. I didn't took you to Florida. I didn't took you to these islands, and now you still want something else on top of it. Look,
shit,
I do this.
Hey, I've had the opposite problem where people trying to just, after week 2, here, let me give you this. And, oh, wait, what? Wait, slow down, pump the brake. I'm good. I don't need that. Are you hungry? No, wait. Let's talk. What's your middle name? You know, what's your favorite color? You know, let me get to know you a little bit more. You know,
like they're trying to buy your love almost.
Nah, I'm not for sale. You know, but I will hang out with you. You know.
Now, okay, is that a Scorpio thing or is that a male thing?
It's a me thing. I think it's a me thing, but you know, let my better half, you know, oh man, you so Scorpio. Oh my God, you know. I'm like, man, I want to see this book that they have with all these so-called fake news stereotypes. You know, don't believe all that.
Yeah, because I'll help and do stuff for other people. As soon as they say, hey, you need something?
You're like, no.
Yeah, you will. No, I don't need no help.
That's good.
Josh, I mean, I tell people this all the time, and I know you haven't forgotten this. Oh, before I get into that, got a couple comments here. One from the Mad Titan. He says, Leos know what they want from you within the first 5 minutes of convo. I agree with that.
Facts.
Yeah.
They're lions.
And Lori says, at 57, I'm good single because I push my own wheels. Okay. Hey, I hear you. But yeah, Josh, you definitely do a lot. I never forget, I think this was back in 06, 07. And y'all were helping me move. I think it was you, Dez, and Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
And
yep. Oh, yeah.
I had to take my U-Haul back the next morning. Now this is before we got older, and it's like now I don't snap back as easily from staying up there late. So, but back then, I mean, we stayed up, and I think we stayed up till like 5, just like talking and, chilling, whatever. And I was like, oh, damn, I think I had called you after I left, or we talked after you left, and you said, yeah, I'll take you to go get the U-Haul. And I said, no, I'll figure out a way to get it back. Because it was technically right up the street. And I don't know if you remember, but I called myself setting my alarm. I slept straight through that. And you end up calling me like, hey, it's time to go take the U-Haul back. I said, damn, that's like loyalty right there for sure.
I don't know if that's one of those Aries traits or it's
that's a Josh trait. You just a stand-up dude,
yeah, true. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that is a Josh trait. Yeah.
I don't even know if Josh knows how to get angry. I worked right across from him for a while, and I'm just like, dude, you just always bubbly, dude. Now I will say this: he was quiet for a long time. I never knew who the dude was. I was like, who? He didn't really initiate any hellos. How you doing? He kept to himself, which I thought was cool. I respected that. But when we sat near each other, it was like, oh, okay. But I never remember him getting upset about it. I'm like, dude, man, I'm pissed off all the time.
5 of us black folks that was up there. And I'm like, okay, if I make any type of noise, they gonna be up out of here.
Oh man,
because I was coming from like downstairs, and it was like the basement, and it was just like a bunch of us just sitting in a little dark room typing on computers, and they finally let me come upstairs. I'm like, oh, look at here. They got all these seats up here. It's light. I got windows and everything. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. And then I started seeing Eric and everybody coming around. Like, oh, okay. I can beat myself now. All right.
There you go. Safe space.
Right. That's cool. And so that brings me to I definitely don't want to end the show without talking about y'all's personal endeavors. So anything that you have going on personally, outside of the Zodiac realm that you'd like to let the viewers and the listeners know about? Let's see. Eric, I'll start with you.
Hey, just still doing the thing, helping businesses, become more recognizable, sustainable, supporting them, and getting them on, getting them out of spreadsheets, helping them get onto some platforms that they can use to manage their business. You can check it out at www.nextbizlevel.com. Okay.
That's dope. And then you also do I don't know if you still do it, but you also do photography as well, right?
Yeah, we just finished a session for some members of Zeta Phi Beta for their Founders Day last week. So we still, try to make them look presentable. We had a great time. I always love getting out.
Right.
Man, if you ever see Eric around, he's like, I don't know if you've seen on Living Color, Jamaican family, they got like 10 jobs. That is Eric.
That's him. Yeah.
Like, oh man, I'm just coming back from this one job. I'm about to get.
Hey, can we wrap this up? I got my podcast coming up here in about 30 minutes. So
right.
No, bro.
See, I was just about to say your podcast.
Their marriage ceremony, and then I'm gonna take pictures from them, and then I'm gonna put out there. I'm gonna put out food, business cards for the guy that's doing the DJ, and then I'm gonna DJ when he get off.
Let's keep changing. Yes. All right, and Damien, how about you?
I'm still launching the streaming channel. It's just to be announced at this point. Business deals, man. Oh, they suck. Drawing, doing music still, comedy for sure. Been writing a few scripts and everything, so all that will be releasing soon.
Yeah, but he was a little modest when he said he's doing music because Damien got some bars for real. So please keep me posted on that.
Will do.
Okay.
Yes. And Josh, how about you?
See, y'all got all these different things that's going on. I'm trying to stay alive. I'm
not trying to stay alive.
I am trying to do this job and take care of these kids and my family and go on these trips. Keep them happy. That is my one main goal. I ain't got nothing to promote.
But you're a chef, though.
Huh?
I said you're a chef, though.
Yeah. Look,
and can cook good, real good.
My doctor has been trying to get me to do like meal prep stuff and chefing for her business.
Oh, you
she has her own practice, and she does all of these, weight loss things, spa things. Is the Bloom Med. She wants me to develop recipes and all this other kind of stuff.
Are you gonna do it?
Right.
I've already put together some stuff for her.
Do it.
And I've done another one of her events where I cook greens and just a bunch of like green but soul food type stuff in a healthy way.
Do it. I want to see your face on like a barbecue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you have never seen a bunch of people so happy to see greens because they had never had them in that way. So yeah, maybe that. I might get into that.
That's a good one.
Do it. Don't mind. Yeah, do
exactly.
It.
I'm gonna be staying on you now. Now that you said it,
I'm
asking like, hey,
did you do? Just do it.
And here's one more thing I'll give you for free. I'm thinking about reading stories on YouTube. I've been trying going to my daughter's class and reading stories with them because I read stories to my kids every night and read them in a fun and interactive way, and I'm using different voices. But the kids really get into it, so I'm like, okay, let me try it on the classes first.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you got the perfect last name for it, Josh.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It makes way too much sense. So I'm like, okay.
Josh's Story. Hey, let me get that domain name real quick.
It's like the new Rainbow. The new Rainbow, definitely.
Yeah. Check your email.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, you should do that. And I mean, hey, who knows? That could open the door for opportunity for you to do voiceovers for other people or something.
Hell, I'll stream it on the network when I launch.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Man, okay. Hey, so see, those that are listening, watching, these men have some great things going on. So before we close out, I play this game with everybody. So of course, y'all will not be any different, but we'll play this game called Dead in the Water. So how it works is I'm going to ask 5 this or that questions to each of you. And instead of you telling me the thing that you like the best, like the least, or the one that you would throw back in the water.
Okay.
All right. So, first up, we got Damien. So, curious to see what you're going to say about this first one. Bone Thugs or UGK?
Damn.
Who you getting rid of?
You don't have to jump in the water, Dave.
Why would you do me like
That's
this?
messed up. Oh,
We gotta throw Bone Thugs in the water.
oh God.
You said you would throw Bone Thugs in the water?
You got to. I'm from Texas, man. I can't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you have no idea how big of a fan I was. But UGK though,
My Uncle Charles, y'all.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, they were great, but UGK is legendary. Like you still bump UGK. Who's bumping Bone? Y'all bumping Bone?
I bump both of them, to be honst. I got Bone Thugs.
What's the
on
last time? What's the last song you played from Bone Thugs and Harmony that you was like, oh, I gotta hear this?
First of the month.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But what about UGK?
What's the one they did with Andre 3000?
Oh, what's the one? So yeah, you looking through UGK in the water. Huh?
I mean, no, I like both of them, but I don't know. I like both of them.
It was hard. I make a decision. I'm gonna stick with it.
Hey, all right, I respect it. All right, so steak or shrimp?
Just me too. Okay, we
Yeah,
throwing the
too.
shrimp in the water.
Shrimp in the water. Ooh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Save me.
Man, I knew.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say. I knew you were gonna say shrimp. Okay. So reality TV or a scripted series?
Oh, you gotta throw reality TV in the water. A good scripted series ain't nothing beating that.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
Some of these reality TVs are scripted.
Yeah,
Right,
and
exactly.
poorly.
Lori said you can't throw none of those in the water.
That's how I felt, Lori. That's how I felt. But I had to make a choice. Yeah.
Right. She with shrimp too. Everybody, I love shrimp, but everybody's throwing away the shrimp tonight. I see.
Because steak is just, man.
All right. So, comedy or mystery?
See, I'm a fan of both. But, yikes. Let's throw mystery in the water just because I'm a goofball. I'm a goofy goober. So, yeah, comedy, I'm going to keep. We're going to throw mystery in the water. But I love a good mystery movie.
Especially a twist. A good twist.
Yeah.
Man, like those Agatha Christie movies, I like them. I love them. But I love way more comedy. So,
Way more comedies. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that one's got to go. All right. So Laura says reality shows are trash.
most of them are.
Yeah, I agree. Most of them are. And then
And
this
then
is
I
the,
come from the era like Flavor of Love and stuff. So ain't nothing really top the old school reality TV.
yeah, I agree. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Same now. And then Laura said she would throw away mystery too. And this is the last one, Day.
Okay.
I gotta. Okay, you gotta work with me. I gotta stay in my mind.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
I'm gonna get it right. Okay. So road trip or flight? Which one are you getting rid of?
I love driving, but I don't like that road trip like that. So we're gonna keep the flight. We'll throw the road trip away. Even I've had some great road trips, but would I do it again? Probably not. I'm older now. Yeah, get me there as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Back in the day, a road trip would be great. But
Right,
Okay,
my
not now.
20s.
Yeah, I was
let's
just about to
drive.
say that. Yeah,
Yeah,
20s. Yeah,
But-
not now.
up in these 30s now. Let's get there. Can we catch the earliest flight?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Josh, you're up next.
yes, sir.
All right. So sangria or mimosa? Which one you throwing away?
Man, I am a complex guy, and I like sangria. You can put so much other stuff in sangria to make it different. Mimosa, I really don't like wine and champagne and all that much. And then when they give it a mimosa, they just give it like a splash of orange juice. Nah.
Yeah.
I'm going mimosa.
Away. Yeah, I agree. And that sangria you made that time, I always remember, it's probably like 15 years ago. I never forgot.
My daughters will make them mocktail sangrias and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Hey, okay. Hey, I don't blame you.
I gotta try the sangria now.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
good. And Laura said the last question, she said road trip, and then she said
no, that's a lady. I agree wholeheartedly. Give me liquor anytime.
But I will say to Laura, if you had Josh's sangria, I'm telling you,
I put a little liquor
you'll be right.
a little bit. Yeah. Hennessy.
Yeah. This ain't your average sangria.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So math or English?
Oh man. Give me. I do like a good book, but English gotta go. Yeah, I can survive with math. Make some stuff up. If everything fall off, I can always go back and be a math tutor. So English gotta go.
Yes. I was in your office many a days. I explained, okay, I don't understand this cosine, obtuse triangle. Like, hey, I need some help. I know you probably was sick of me. I was in there all the time. All right. Well, this next one, gold or gray?
Oh man, gray goes with everything, though, man.
You asking an outfit, gold or gray?
Gray goes with everything.
Right.
Yeah, you have to know it's gonna be the old gold.
All right. So you
Well,
get
y'all always gotta say it like that.
I don't know what you mean.
Right.
It comes with it. I've never heard it any other way.
Hey. The Lord says getting rid of math, and she said, "No, Lord, we were doing good up until this."
I hear you, Lori. There you go, Lori.
Get rid of the gold?
Get rid of it.
No, it's classic. Can't. And so, Josh, you introduced me to this next one that I'm about to, one of the two that I'm about to put up here. Tank and the Bangers or the internet?
Why? Don't you wish you had my question now?
Why?
Yeah, you were the first person that put me on the Tank and the Bangers.
Oh my God.
I gotta look that up.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, they go.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes.
Look, but the internet, the lead singer kid, you would not know that voice came from that person. And it's
When you look, you would not.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
I gotta go with the internet. I gotta go with it.
As the throwaway?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I have to throw away Tank and the Bangers. I'm sorry, Tank.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Really?
I respect
I'm
it.
sorry.
I respect it.
I mean, hey, either way,
Yeah,
it's a good choice.
you have to make a decision. Welcome.
Oh God.
It's a welcome.
Give me back UGK and Yep, I'm keeping internet by Tank.
Getting rid of Tank and the Bangers. Okay. All right. And meanwhile, Laura says, I only like silver. So, hey, I get it. I understand. All right. And Josh, this is the last one for you. So, house party or lounge, which one can you do without?
Oh man, that is very house party. Get it out of here. I love the movie, but it's too many people rubbing up against each other. I don't want to be touched. I want to be in the lounge. I want some nice music playing in the background.
Okay.
Give me some cocktail that's real nice and sip on, or 4 or 5 of them. And yes, I would take them. Nice.
4 or 5 of them.
I feel them.
And there's some good ones in Dallas.
Yeah, they are. Wait, Lord, you said now. I think
Wait a
she's saying
minute.
she would throw away the lounge.
Oh, she a party all the time. Oh man.
Hey, okay. House party. We doing the party. Next party, your place, Lord.
We'll take Lori to Chicago to the south side.
Right.
Hey, the last house party at my apartment, somebody left a jean stain on my wall.
Oh,
They had to paint over that.
Yeah.
They do it too much.
It sticks to your walls.
Wow.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Yeah.
But in college, it was nice. I understand.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's true. It was a good reason why. All right. And so, Eric, these are your questions coming up. So, first one, photography or coaching? If you got to get rid of one, which one would you say?
Man, I love photography. I do a lot of coaching, but some people can't be coached. So I'd say throw away the coaching.
Throw away the
Just give me my
coaching, okay.
camera all day.
Okay. Take some pictures, right? I feel you.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. And Laura says, select.
That's why. Hey,
We not invited. Okay.
Selective. All right. Understand that. And Laura says she would also throw away coaching. So, hey, coaching is hitting the water.
You don't want to deal with people.
Right.
Orange.
See, I didn't even get it out.
Hey, there's not discussion.
Orange. Okay.
We're going to go with the blues for some reason. I just love that color.
Hey, I love it too. See, I'm wearing blue tonight. I ain't gonna lie. Look, that's actually my favorite color.
You guys,
there you go.
There
you go. Blue sky.
Can't forget the gold. Hey. All right. So this has been buzzing on the internet these last couple of weeks. I'm really curious to see what your answer is on this, Eric. When it comes to spaghetti, do you prefer it to be mixed or separate? Which one's hitting the water?
I think the separate, man. Since I moved to the South, we just mix it all in, and I've gotten into that. As long as they can throw away the onions, but yeah, throw away the separate. This is who eats that. That's just raw noodles.
Okay.
Oh, throw away the separate.
Throw away the separate. Throw away the separate.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
And see, I usually cook mine separate, but the only time I cook it together is if I make it kind of like a lasagna.
Yeah, like you put the cheese on and all that stuff, make it all seasoned. Yeah, there's stuff that we just didn't do really in Chicago that I just fell in love with. I'm like, man, you guys eating this for lunch? I mean, this is awesome. This is crazy. We had ham sandwiches up there. This is awesome.
Yeah, in the South, we put cheese on everything.
Everything. So you from Chicago? You do fish and spaghetti?
Man, I've never really heard it. I was in Florida for a while. They were doing fish and grits and all this weird stuff, and I'm like, man, what is that? Man? We had fish sticks in Chicago, but
Hey, I used to tear up some fish sticks too.
Same.
Yeah, it still will today.
No better, do better. Come on now.
Right.
I mean, if they're around.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna go out of my way to get them. But,
it's not like, I need some fish sticks today.
Yeah,
but,
I'm at a house party and they're on the tray.
Yeah. Oh, these y'all hors d'oeuvres? Okay.
Right. I'm with
it. You.
Right. All right. And so Laura says she would throw away blue. She's throwing away spaghetti altogether. She says she don't eat it.
Now?
I know, right? And then she said she will cook it for her family.
Oh, okay.
So you'll cook it, but you won't eat it?
Right.
Hey, man, I cook shrimp for my wife.
You can't eat shrimp at all.
You don't eat shrimp. But that's different, though, because you're allergic to shrimp.
Very.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I had it on my first date with my wife. So, yes.
Oh, goodness.
That's how I found out.
Not a good way to find out. All right. So Bruno Mars or The Weeknd?
Yeah, throw away The Weeknd. I don't even know what planet that dude is on sometimes.
Yeah, he is a little weird at times. Yeah,
he's too weird for me.
Okay. I don't like cocaine music?
Yeah, I love Bruno Mars.
Yeah, I like The Weeknd, but if I had to pick two, I think I would throw him away too.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I agree. All right, last one. Talent or work ethic? Which one would you get rid of?
Talent. Your work ethic can get you the talent.
Mm-hmm.
Talent can get you the work ethic. So yeah, throw away the talent if I had to. I'll just go find another talent.
Okay. Hey, I feel you. That's what's up.
Definitely.
All right. So hey, that brings us to the end of the show. That hour went by quickly. So I thank y'all so much for being on, for real. Really cannot thank y'all enough. Really, truly appreciate it. For those who are listening, watching again, please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not already done so. If you're on the go, you can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, even on Audible. You can find the podcast and listen there as well. And make sure you stay tuned for next week's episode. I'm going to have a female Taurus. And I don't know if y'all agree with this or not, but I've never met a female Taurus who wasn't a boss or gave like this like boss type attitude. I ain't met one yet.
You are right.
I ain't met one.
You're on point with that one for sure.
Yeah. Taurus women are just they the boss.
Different.
I wouldn't want to work for them, but I admire them from afar. Like, hey, you got it.
Look at you go.
Right.
Hey, good job.
Yeah. Let me cheer you on.
Love it, man. Hey, great job, man. I love your product, man. You always got stuff cooking and that I want to consume. So, hey, keep doing what you're doing, man. Let us know how we can support you in the future as well.
Oh,
Yeah, same. And I like this. This is my first one. It feels like FaceTime, so that's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
You can slip up and say some stuff amongst
Hey,
friends.
that's what I say.
But
You
yeah,
just
I like it
say
though.
whatever.
Keep it down.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but again, I appreciate y'all for real. Thank you for being on. You didn't have to. I don't take it for granted that you agreed to do it, so I really appreciate it. Lori said, "A good show, Carlos. I need to check you out often." So, hey, yes, please do. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Well, hey, that's a wrap, and I'll see y'all next Thursday, same time, same place.
All right, cool.